Hello there YouTube, LaBeoulf here. I'm going to be coming to the end of my videos for the time being. As you know, I've been uploading quite a lot of them, and I've reviewed nearly every movie I've seen in 2009. And I'm going to be making 3 more videos. This one is going to be on Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, and the next 2 after that will be on Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Now in the next video, I'll tell you why there's going to be 2 videos. Anyway, let's get into this review. Transformers 2 Revenge of the Fallen. Now, the plot of the film is a bit ridiculous, it's a bit silly, but, you know, it's Transformers. You have to go along with what the film presents to you. It's meant to be an action blockbuster, robots fighting each other, and that's really all people care about, basically. Right, so anyway, now the plot of Transformers 2 is essentially this. Sam Witwicky, after almost destroying the Allspark in the first movie, he is entering college and going to college for the first time in a bid to try and be a normal teenager, and try and put this whole saving the world thing behind him. Now, of course, Michaela Baines, who's played by Megan Fox, is his girlfriend, and she keeps a long distance chat relationship with him. So, you know, things seem to be pretty much normal. Then Sam finds this little piece like what you could say of a puzzle, or a piece of the Allspark, and then he starts seeing these symbols in his head about various things, various little symbols, and of course the original Decepticon known as the Fallen, and Megatron, who was later revived in the film, wants to have these symbols that are in Sam's head in order to find something that can take away the Sam's energy. So it's basically a revenge attack on the Autobots and the humans. That was probably a terrible plot synopsis, it really was, but again, if you see, like I said in the last video, if IMDb or Wikipedia, that'll tell you better than me. Anyway, let's get into the acting of this movie, which I happen to think was actually pretty good, despite what people say it was rubbish. Now, Shia LaBeouf I'm really growing into as an actor. He's really starting to grow on me as an actor. I'm starting to find his performances really well done. I liked the first Transformers, I liked Dystopia, I loved Eagle Eye. Now, Eagle Eye I think has been his best work so far. On a par with this, probably. Or maybe this is slightly better, I would think. But I liked his portrayal of Sam Witwicky in the first movie. It was incredible. It was good, really decent, and you know, it was a goofy kid, teenager, boisterous stuff. You know, pretty much stuff that us male teenagers are. I mean, knowing that since I'm 18. Megan Fox does a really good job as decent job as Michaela Baines. I can't give her too much credit. All she really does, well. Oh, okay. No, I'll tell you the flaws I have with her character later. But she is very hot looking, I have to say. The people who portrayed Sam's parents, I don't know who they are, but they did a fantastic job as Sam's parents. They added much needed comic humour to this movie. You know, it was very good to see, and particularly the scene where they're trying to drop Sam's stuff off at college was incredibly well done, and particularly the mother. Sam's mother was just incredibly hilarious in the movie, and particularly during that scene just made me laugh my ass off. So that was the acting department done. Now, Michael Bay returns to direct this movie, as he did with the last one, and I have to say he does a better job on this one than the last one, although mainly partly because I like action and there is more action in this movie. However, as a consequence of there being more action, there is also a bit less explanation on the story. And that's what's caused a lot of people to give it such negative reviews. And some of the critics I've seen on Wikipedia saying it was like Roger Ebert, for instance, whom I think is a decent film critic. I think he could give some films more credit. He gave the first Transformers 3 stars, and he gave this one 1 star, calling it a horrible experience of unendurable length. That, in my opinion, was utter rubbish. I happen to love Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. I think it was far better than the first one, even though I did enjoy the first one. It had good action, it had the story that was enough to keep you going, good acting, especially great robot acting, you know, voice acting, and particularly well choreographed fight sequences. It was incredibly good, just incredible to watch for me. And kudos to Michael Bay and Steven Spielberg, who was the executive producer on Transformers and Transformers 2. They did a really good job on this movie, particularly on the accomplishment of creating the look of the Transformers. So yeah, that's many things I did like about it, you know, and I also liked all the many twists and turns you see in this movie. It's fantastic. And particularly the end battle and end finale, though a little bit too long, could have been cut down a little bit, but other than that, the end battle was fantastically phenomenal to watch. So, and also the person who plays Sam's roommate at college is incredibly hilarious. Again, much needed humour, so that was great to watch. And the person who plays I'm not sure, I think he was the head of agency in the first movie, but who was a bit of well, I'm not going to say that word. He was a bit of an idiot, or a bit of a terror. Well, not a terror. No, he was basically stupid. He was annoying. He's got a bigger role in this movie, and I can't remember the actor who plays him or the character, which is weird. But I loved him in this movie. He was incredibly hilarious, and he also, again, added much needed comic relief humour. So that's humour-wise done. And pretty much that's what I liked about it. There were like a couple of little things I didn't like about it. One of them was that I think the movie was a little bit too long for its own good. I think it maybe could have been cut down a little bit shorter. But then again, for me, 2.5 hours seemed to fly by. It felt like 2 hours. So it's like half an hour shorter than what it was. Also, another thing, I think the script could have been a little bit better. I think, and some of the stuff, particularly some of the stuff I've seen between Sam and Michaela, were very awkward for me to watch. Well, not very. It was. I'm being a bit harsh there. It was a little awkward to watch, but it still wasn't, torturous. See. So yeah, that's my view of that. What else didn't I like about it? I know there was one other thing. Oh yeah, Megan Fox's acting as Michaela Baines. I did enjoy her in the last movie, but in this movie, she is good. She's funny in some places. Again, she's very odd. She's good looking. But I think whoever wrote the screenplay, I think it was the same people who wrote the first one. I think she could have done a bit more than just scream Sam throughout the movie. Because half the time that's what she seems to do. But other than that, I didn't mind it. I liked the performance. That's just one little thing I think could have been a little bit better about the performance. Overall, though, I still think Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen is, so far, in my opinion, the best movie of 2009. Definitely the best of the summer. And despite what people think, I think people are bashing on this movie for no reason. They just can't enjoy, particularly fans. They've got their own opinion. In my opinion, I think the movie critics who've been bashing on this film just can't enjoy entertainment. They just simply don't know what's entertainment and what isn't. Well, that's my opinion. I mean, some people could say that to me for not liking Star Trek as much, or not liking Slumdog Millionaire as much. So I suppose I shouldn't say that. But anyway, overall, I'm going to give Transformers easily 4.5 stars out of 5. I think it was a fantastic movie. I loved it from beginning to end, despite those little flaws I think it had. And, overall, I think it's the best movie 2009 so far. Yep, I've said it. So until next time, YouTube, Michael Barras, signing out until I do my review on Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.